All right, good morning. Today we're going to take you through a little bit of a lower body exercise, and we're going to warm up with some intra-abdominal pressure breathing, or you can think of it as belly breathing. So all you're going to need for this video or this movement today is a block and some wall space. So it's pretty simple. What Jenna's going to start with is some belly breathing, okay? So if you let your arms either go by your side, or you can also, I actually like the idea of kind of putting the block between your hands. That can help also, yeah, so lengthwise, and that's going to help us to engage your arms a bit more. So we're going to go with about 10 to 20 breaths. You're going to breathe in, let your belly fill up, and then on an exhale, you're going to sharply start to move your belly towards your spine as much as you can, all right? And you can see the outline of her shirt, how her stomach is growing, and then she's going to be actively pulling it in. All right, and we're just going to continue to do this for about a minute, kind of pumping the diaphragm, warming up the transverse abdominis, and also making that neural connection in the head, like, hey, this is how I engage this part of my abdomen, okay? Now, other things you can start to do while you're breathing is you can bend into your knees a little bit. That's going to help to drop your pelvis into more of a posterior tilt. All right, and then you're going to try and flatten your low back a little bit. And everybody's flat is going to be different. So you might round your tail under a bit. You might try to lift your tail up toward the ceiling a little bit. Again, you can refer to one of the other videos for the anterior or posterior tilt of your pelvis. But basically just trying to make it so your low back and your sacral area feels flat-ish. All right, and let's do about 5 more breaths. Now, this is going to be a beginner breathing technique. Okay, if you want something a bit more advanced, which is going to be thoracic pressure, so creating pressure throughout the thoracic cavity. What you can also do is on your next exhale, you're going to hold your navel close to your spine, and then you're going to breathe into your chest and rib cage, okay? And you're going to think about your rib cage opening up front to back, side to side, and then lifting up away from your pelvis, all right? So now you can see that Jenna's navel is staying relatively close to her spine, and a lot of her breathing is going into her upper body now. All right, and this is going to create kind of a decompressive force on the spine throughout the thoracic area. All right. And we won't show it, but another way you can also do this breathing, if it's difficult for you to hold this position, is you can lay on your back, you can put your spine up against the wall. Either variation you're in, I would just be sure to have bent knees, all right? And then, Jenna, you can slowly start to stand up, okay? So now we've made that neuromuscular connection. We understand, okay, I want to create intra-abdominal pressure by exhaling my navel to my spine as sharply and as precisely as I can. Okay, so now we're going to get into the leg piece. So you're going to put the block the lengthwise away from the wall, and then you just want to connect it to the front of your patella or the front of the kneecap. All right, and it's pretty much that simple, okay? Now from there, your back leg, or the leg not holding the block, you're going to kind of step it back into what's going to be called a staggered stance position, or you can also think of it as a gait stance. So if you were to take a walk in the world, how long of a step would you take? All right. Now from here, Jenna, put both arms, bend them by your sides. All right. And then you're going to start to traction your front foot towards your back foot. Okay. So there's a frictioning on the mat between her 2 feet, between your 2 feet at home. All right. And then all you're going to do, keeping that block in place, you're going to start to pull yourself down into your back right pocket, or the back front pocket, the back pocket of the front leg. All right, and there we go. Now, if you feel any discomfort in your back knee, what you would do is kind of smear or wriggle that foot back a couple inches. All right, perfect, and we're going to pause there. You notice Jenna's front shin is vertical, so she's able to really concentrate on driving her knee into the front of her heel or the middle of her ankle onto that talus bone. All right, and then from here, you're going to think about turning your pelvis toward your front leg. Okay, so you're going to turn to the right a little bit, Jenna. That's perfect, all right? Now, from here, you also see her back heel is up nice and high, so she's going into a good toe extension. All right, keep turning that pelvis left for me, even more. And by left, I meant right, thanks. Yeah. All right, and now you're gonna start thinking about that belly breathing that we did. Okay, so you're gonna put all your attention into that navel. All right, every time you breathe out, you're gonna try and pull it in. If you want a more challenging variation, you're gonna try and keep the navel in and breathe and open up your ribs. Good, keep turning your hips right. There you go. And then can you flatten your low back a little bit? There you go. All right. Now, if you still don't feel like you're getting that engagement in the back of the right hip, what you can do is start to sit down a little bit further. Is that okay, Jenna? Yeah, all right. And where do you feel it? Or are you yet? Okay, so she's got glute max, a little bit of quad, left quad. All right, that's great. And then from here, what you can do is start to press your left fist into the wall. Good, a little lower so it's in line with your elbow. Great. Okay, you're gonna press it into the wall and then start to turn your rib cage this way. All right, that's great. If you want to sit down a little lower, you can. All right, she's really concentrating on that navel breathing. All right, and then you can reach your right arm all the way back. Okay, and she's actively pressing into her left arm the entire time. Okay, and something else to think about is you push your left knee away from your lead leg. Okay, and that's it. And you just hold, you breathe, you do whatever you need to do to try and feel it in your back leg. And then when you're ready, you're going to slowly come out of it. You stand up, and then you just do the other side. All right, so give this one a try, and thanks for watching.